Hi, I'm Larry, and I'd like to get one thing straight right off the bat. I'm not some slick-talking, fancy exercise guy teaching you aerobics and pumping you up. I'm just a regular guy that happens to have had the same type of surgery as you've had. Now, I'm here for one reason, and that's to teach you some strengthening exercises, so eventually you'll be able to get your range of motion in your shoulder and your neck pretty much back to normal. As you can see by my neck, I've had what is called a bilateral neck dissection. They removed a lot of muscle, a lot of nerve, and personally, if I had not done these exercises, I would have had the shoulder rotate forward like this, and it would have dropped. A lot of people I've seen with this problem, or this surgery, I should say, look like that, and I can tell them right off the bat because they did not rehabilitate themselves correctly. Now, what I'd like to do before we start the exercises is let you know that you need to warm up your muscles first. Think of the muscles like a piece of taffy, or when you were a kid when you used to play with silly putty. If you grabbed the silly putty and you pulled it real quick, it would snap or it would break. Okay? But if you worked it and made it really warm, you could stretch it and stretch it and stretch it as far as you wanted. Same thing goes with the muscles. You need to warm them up first. If you work your muscles really quick and don't warm them up, you can cause cramp. Take it from me, a cramp in the neck is not a lot of fun. You're going to get cramps anyway because when you're healing from the surgery, your muscles go through all kinds of spasms and things. But you can cut back on them by making sure you stretch and warm them up. The way I want you to warm them up first, you take a towel, you put it in the sink, you run warm water over it, and you soak it really good. And you squeeze it out, you get that warm towel, and you lay it right on your shoulder or your neck, wherever the injury was. Leave it there 2 to 3 minutes. Make sure it's nice and hot, and you just sit there and relax. Okay? Now I want you to start the exercises. These are this is not jump up and down, scream and holler exercises. These are stretching exercises. You've got to get those muscles stretching. First one I want to do, I want to show you rotating the neck. Rotate to the left and hold it. You rotate to the right and hold it. Now I'm giving you the short version, okay? Because we just don't have time for you to hold each position 1.5 to 2 minutes. To the left and hold it. Then to the right and hold it. Now take your neck and you push forward. It's going to take a while. It took me a good 9 months to get this where I could touch my chin on my chest. And back up and back down and hold it. Hold each position a good 2 to 3 minutes. Just hold it there. You don't have to strain anything. Take it as far as you can and back. Toughest one for me was this one. Back like this. It took a long time for me to get this to go back. Because when they cut you here and put you back together, the tendons feel like rubber bands that are just stretching and stretching, and they don't want you to do anything like that. But you can. Eventually you will. Remember something else. When you're doing these exercises, breathe. Breathe. Breathe slow. Do the exercises slow. You breathe a lot, you get oxygen in the blood. Oxygen in the blood goes to the brain. Makes you think more clearly. Makes the muscles work better. Okay, you got that part? Okay. Exercise number 2. Very easy. This is my bad arm, so I'm going to show you on this arm, okay? Some of you might not be able to move your arm this high. That's very normal for this operation. So what you do is you take your good arm and you pull the bad arm over, just like this. Slide it down to the elbow and pull in. You'll feel this in your rotator cuff or your shoulder. You hold it for 2 minutes and let it rest. Very important. Rest in between each exercise. Resting is as important as the exercise itself. You don't want to do too much because you can injure yourself and that'll blow the whole thing, okay? Let's try it again. You pick it up, you hold it right there. All right? Nice and tight until you feel pulling in the shoulder. No strain, just be aware that it's there. Okay? Same with the right one, if your right one's your bad one. Actually, you can do both sides, good or bad. It can't hurt you. Like they say, exercise is good. All right, that's exercise number 2. Now I'm going to get up and I'm going to go to the corner because this is a real good one. I like this one. Excuse me, Elizabeth. This is what I call the corner push-up. I don't know anybody that's had a bilateral neck dissection that can do push-ups right away. It took me a year to do a push-up. There's a reason, because these, what they call sternocleidomastoid muscles, they're gone. I don't have them anymore. And you try to do a push-up without them right off the bat, can't do it. But you will be able to do it. You start with the corner right here. You won't be able to lift your arm up. If you can't lift your arm up, remember, take the good arm and lift it up. Put it there. Take this. Move your feet back. Just about a foot, okay? And push in. Right away, you're going to feel it right in here. Right in the bad arm, right up to the shoulder. You're going to feel it, okay? So don't try to do this right off the bat. Don't try to do that. Just do it nice and gently until you feel it and it's letting you know, I don't want to do anymore. You take it to that point. The whole purpose of this, each day you do it, you get a little better and you can stretch it a little more. And eventually, you'll be able to do this. Case in point, you strengthen your pectoral muscles. Your pectoral muscles are in here. Some of you possibly have had some of the pectoral muscle removed. All right? You're doing this to stretch them. Everything is stretching. Everything is done slowly. Everything is done with breathing. And that's exercise number 3, piece of cake. Hold the exercise as long as you can. 2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes, as long as you can. You do what you can. Let's move on to exercise number 4.
Okay.
Excuse me while I take a sip of water. Okay. Exercise number 4, shoulder shrug. I call this the I don't know exercise. I don't know. I don't know. That's all you do. You shrug it like this and hold it. And down. Remember, these are the short versions. You hold them longer. You hold them until you feel them start to shake or you start to feel a little bit of pain. You let them down. Now, after that, you can take the shoulders and move them back in a circular motion. That's the second version. Third version, back to the front. Back to the front. Okay? Exercise number 5. Here's a pretty neat one. I call this the itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. Bad arm, can't get it up there, take the good arm, put it on the wall. The fingers, you walk the fingers up the wall. Walk the fingers up the wall as high as you can. When you get to the point where it's starting to be painful, stop right there and just hold it. And stretch it, and stretch it, and lean into it, and lean into it. Second version, you hold it there, and you twist away from it. The reason you want to twist away from it is because the natural progression for the shoulder is to go forward. Because of the operation, it wants to twist forward. All right? You don't want that. So you want to stretch those muscles. Stretching and strengthening the muscles. Then you can walk them back down. But make sure you don't try to jerk it up there, because like the taffy, you can cause a cramp, you can cause a strain in the muscle. Slowly, 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 slowly. Slowly is the key word. Okay? All right, the next exercise doesn't even seem like an exercise, but it is. It's called the arm swing. You go up to a table or a chair, whatever you've got. Take your good arm and lean on it just like this. Take the bad arm and just let it swing. Just swing it real easy. Real easy. This is another thing. The more you do this, the more you're going to be able to swing it. Swing it back and hold it. Swing it forward and hold it. You're going to feel this in what we call the side deltoids, okay? Right in here and right back here. You need to build those up, the deltoids and the rhomboids, which are in the back, because if they remove the sternocleidomastoid, these muscles really help in making you look like normal again. If you build them up, it helps, okay? Swing it back, swing it forward, back and forth. And when you get to the point where you can get it this high, then you just swing it over. Now that's a monster the first time. It doesn't look like one. I'm 4 years cancer-free, and I've been doing these exercises for 4 years. And even right now, to get it up that high, it's a monster. But you will be able to do it. You just have to be patient. All right, next exercise is a good morning exercise. First thing when you get out of bed. Usually when you get out of bed after you've had this ordeal, the shoulder really is stiff. Neck and shoulders are stiff. Take the good arm, grab by the wrist, and pull your bad arm straight up. And just stretch. Stretch. And hold it. That one feels good. That's a good feeling exercise. It's just a morning stretch, basically, is all it is. You stretch. That gets your trapezius, okay? Or your shoulder blade muscle. I don't like to use these fancy terms. Makes me sound like I know what I'm doing, huh? Just stretch. All right? Last one is the one I'm proud of. I call this the wing fly. These are flies, just like a bird. You hold them out just like this, okay? You hold them out just like this, like you're flying. Flying slow, all right? Then you can take them and vary them, stretching the pectorals, stretching the chest, just like this. Feels good. It's nothing but a morning stretch, okay? That way, and then up like this. After 4 years, I'm proud to say I can now take 50-pound dumbbells and do this. I couldn't do that before my operation, okay? That's a good stretch. Remember, please remember, these exercises are not carved in stone, okay? Depending on your surgery or your type of surgery, one exercise might be better for you than another. But it can't hurt to try them all. Now, I believe we've covered just about every exercise necessary for a full range of motion and a full range of rehabilitation. But remember, like I said before, don't hurry yourself. Patience is its own reward. Take your time, breathe a lot, get a lot of oxygen in there. You must be patient. You're not going to heal in a day. It's not going to get better in a day. It's not going to take weeks. It's going to take months. It's going to take a long time. Be patient. The main thing is you will heal. You will get better. It's just not going to happen overnight. I don't say these things because I've read them in a book or seen them on videos or anything. I say them because I've lived it. And I've talked to a lot of other people who have lived it. And one thing that we all agree on, it's a really nice thing to have gone through the ordeal that we've been through and to come out a survivor. And that's what you're doing. When you feel better, after a few months down the road and you get your head straight again and you're feeling good about yourself and you're saying, wow, look at me. I'm doing these things. They're starting to work. I'd like to take this opportunity to invite you to our support group. I know first time I heard the word support group, I heard, oh, a bunch of losers sitting around whining. No. We have a support group here that meets on the last Thursday of every month, and we just sit around and chew the fat and shoot the bull. And the main thing we do is learn about our condition. We learn about why we got it, diet, exercise, what to do to keep it away, because you don't want it to come back, okay? It's a wonderful thing to be a survivor. I'd like to welcome you to the team right now. Yeah, the team. What I mean by the team is you have to look at your doctors, at your nurses, at your caregivers, at your friends and family, everybody involved as your partners or your teammates. See, they've all done their part now. You've been through the fear, the worry, the fatigue, the radiation, the surgery. Now it's time to heal, okay? And the best part about it is you will heal. You've been so far. Take your time. Most of all, do not give up. Don't give up. After all you've been through, makes no sense to give up. You're running into home plate now. You're going to make a home run. You take care of yourself. If you need us here, call us. The phone is there. We've got people that can help. God bless you. Take care of yourself. Bye.